All right. Dry your hands. Dry your hands. Hello everyone, welcome to another vlog of mine for Home Life Wife. Today is Passover weekend and I have a bunch of videos to show of all of the things that I made for the Passover feast. For us, we celebrate Passover as opposed to Easter, but we do it the way the Messianic Jewish Christians would, as opposed to the Jewish people. For me, the difference between Passover and Easter would be the Last Supper that Christ did before he was hung on the cross. That, to me, is Passover, and we basically recreate that as it is commanded. Either people will do it at church, or people will do it at home, or people will do it both, which we do both. But at home, we do it more in depth, and it's really, really interesting. So come along with us and get to see what a Passover is really like. We tried to stay away from the term Easter. I mean, we'll call it Easter. It's fine, I guess. But Easter is more the pagan holiday of Easter bunnies and candy and eggs and bunnies laying eggs, which that isn't a thing. Which it's all fine. I mean, If there is an Easter egg hunt somewhere, we'll do it. We're not going to be, legalistic and no, you must not, with our children. But we want to focus more on the real reason for the holiday, and that is, of course, the crucifixion of Christ. And in doing so, we celebrate the Passover as Christ did before he was crucified on the cross. So we also do as the Jewish people observe, and we do not eat any leaven for the week of Passover. So we make sure, or I make sure that, all leaven, bread, crackers, that sort of thing are out of the house. Now, I know that some Jewish are very strict on everything. I mean, they'll even take the beans out. I don't know how that's called leaven, but I want to be more realistic. I don't want to focus so heavily on the rules and regulations of things that I miss the point of what the holiday is really about. So that being said, all the desserts that I make are leaven free or flour free, which is good anyway because I am gluten intolerant and I can't really have flour anyway. So what I'm making here is a couple of lime cheesecakes, and the crust is coconuts and nuts ground up and mixed with chocolate chips. And then I press it into the crust. This here is the filling. It's basically the same as filling as key lime pie. Right there, I'm squeezing some of the limes in there. The first one's key lime pie for sure, but the other one is strawberry cheesecake kind of thing. I put some lemon juice in it, but not heavily, just enough to give it just a little bit of a brightness. But here I heavily incorporate the lime juice, which you see right here in the key lime pie. So basically, key lime pie is just cream cheese and, some versions call for cream cheese, some don't. For me, I'm doing cream cheese, and I am also including a can of evaporated milk and lime juice, and that's basically it. What do you want? The vanilla that's sitting up there. What's wrong?
Down.
You mean up?
Down. Down.
Of course, my little 3-year-old, the entire time I was trying to make those cheesecakes, was being super fussy in the background, so I had to give him a couple minutes of attention. He's learning to talk now, so he gets his words up and down mixed up. And when he wants up, he says down. When he wants down, he says up. So we've been trying to correct him on how to say it right. So the next thing is I am cutting up a bunch of strawberries to make the strawberry topping for the one cheesecake. And as far as desserts go, that was basically it. I just did 2 cheesecakes. One was key lime and the other was just a plain strawberry.
I love it. Give me strawberry.
No. Here, you can have this strawberry. And this one. So our menu for today, or rather this week, I am making actually 3 dishes. One for Friday night, one for Saturday, which is the beginning of Passover, and also one for Sunday. So I've got 2 different potatoes that I'm preparing. One is roasted diced potatoes, and then I put a bunch of seasonings on it. And the other one is Hasselback potatoes. I'm drizzling olive oil on both and then putting various seasonings. The red seasoning you see is actually smoked paprika. I have been using that incorporated throughout the entire menu. I've kind of got a barbecue theme going on. So as you saw, the grill I had started because I have a brisket and I have chicken thighs and I have a half of a salmon. And so I was going to smoke all three of those, and they turned out really good. Although it had been raining quite a bit, so the wood that I used was quite wet, and I had the hardest time getting the wood to stop white smoking and start blue smoking, because they say white smoke is going to make your food taste like ashes instead of making it taste like smoked meat. So I think I had that thing going for at least an hour and a half before I finally felt comfortable to put the meat on. So as I'm cutting this onion, I see a little diaper butt in the pantry trying to get something. So I had to stop what I was doing, yell at him, and he came over with a bag of chocolate chips, which is not unusual. So I had to get him some chocolate chips before I could continue. So here I am with the onion. This here is the barbecue green beans that I'm doing with the onion diced, and it's very simple, but you dice the onion and then you put in your green beans and your barbecue. Normally I would saute the onion, but I had way too much going on at the time with all the other stuff, so I decided I'm just going to bake it. And yeah. Dry your hands. Dry your hands.
But I think it really is a
Do it.
sensitive in the spirit.
Because sin makes us cry.
I didn't eat it.